What's up, guys? If you are new here, my name... Peanut, what is the reason? What is the reason? You messing up my intro. Psychic development is... Peanut, why does your booty smell like that? You've been pulling every video. I'm sorry. Okay. Peanut got me messed up. Hey guys, if you are new here, my name is Elle from intuitiveasElle. I do pick a card, talk about astrology, and do other spiritually related videos. So if that is your zhush, go ahead and drop down, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell button so YouTube lets you know what's up, so I can let you guys know what's up, okay? That's all I got for that. Alright, so today, I'm actually kind of excited about today. Today, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that changed my life. Now, these 5 things... I could do several videos, but I'm just going to say 5 things that changed my life, because these 5 things got me through my dark night of souls. These 5 things got me through ascension, which I may or may not still be going through. These 5 things got me through my spiritual awakening. These 5 things are just bomb diggity, and they changed my life, okay? So I'm excited to bring this to you. And that's what I'm going to be doing right now. So the first thing that changed my life, I'm going to go ahead and get it out the way. Because if you are a spiritual person, or you watch anybody else's spiritual channels, you already know what I'm about to say. But unfortunately and fortunately, it's true. It works. And so that's why it's on the list. So the first thing that changed my life was meditating. When I first started meditating, I really hated it, just because my mind is always on go. Like, even when I'm sleeping, my mind is on go. So the fact that the idea that she wanted me to do something that was making me stand still, and I had to keep my mind quiet, y'all was asking for a little bit too much. And on top of that, it made me feel bad, because I always felt like I wasn't doing it right initially. I only started off with 5, like I did 5 minutes, and I would try to meditate, and I would try to do, like, you know, the namaste, you know, like it just didn't. But what I will say about it was, even though meditation I didn't feel like meditation was for me, it actually did enhance my mood. I noticed that whatever I was doing was working. I would feel better afterwards. I would feel more energized if I hadn't slept enough, or if I felt bad, you know. It would pick me. It was a good pick me up through the day if something happened, or, you know, basically if anything happened, I didn't even have to do a full meditation. I just would do three deep breaths, you know, in through the nose, all the way down, hold it, and then out through the mouth. Just 3 of those, just dramatically. I don't know if I want to say dramatically or drastically. I don't know which one. Both of them just improved my mood. So that's just what meditation was, just, you know, unfortunately. And then, of course, with spiritual gifts and stuff, a lot of the stuff that I get with my clairs and stuff, especially with clairvoyance, it happens when I'm kind of in that trance state, and I kind of have to put myself there via meditation. So meditation just was one of the things that changed my life. Thing number 2 that really helped me, that really changed my life, was I learned tarot for development and spiritual growth. When I first started reading tarot, it was always something that I had kind of been interested in. When I was younger, I kind of thought fortune telling was cool in itself, but I never really looked into tarot or anything. What I'll say is that I had gotten a reading from a psychic on YouTube. I won't say the person's name, because the reading that I got, just nothing that she said came true. And so I got to a point where I was like, I need my own answers, because I paid shorty and none of this stuff came true. And I know now that I'm in that role why, you know, certain things may not have, you know, happened the way she said it was, and that it may, you know, it could have been a combination of stuff. It wasn't just that, oh, she was a crappy psychic, or, you know. So, but I wanted my own answers. And so I, you know, asked for some tarot cards for Christmas. And, okay, I was going to grab them, but this is, I don't even know if you guys can see them, but my first tarot deck's all the way at the bottom, and I don't really feel like pulling it out. But I got tarot cards, I learned them, and then from then on, I was able to ask questions before I even knew who I was talking to, I was able to ask questions and get answers. And that connected me to my intuition. It connected me to my spirit guides. And they would tell me things about myself and, you know, give me guidance and stuff. And so it was one of the best things that I've ever done. And then, of course, now that I've learned it, I'm in a position where I can help other people do basically... I can help other people that were in the same situation that I was in, that don't feel like they have a connection to anybody else and they need somebody's assistance for guidance and to get them answers. So that was a life-changing thing for me for number 2. Number 3, I reprogrammed myself, and there was several ways that I reprogrammed myself. One of the ways was that I started listening to binaural beats and solfeggio frequencies. What binaural beats are, they're hertz tones that basically you play them through a headphones, and it plays one tone in another ear, and it may play another tone in, you know, the other ear, and then it creates a third tone. But basically what happens is that these tones kind of trigger something in your body, and it subconsciously plays yourself, you know. And Shorty is lazy, and so the fact that they said, you know, you could do spiritual and personal development and stuff, and it you don't even have to worry about it. And you could listen to it while you're asleep. You could listen to it while you're playing others, you know, doing other stuff, playing video games, job searching, doing, you know, whatever you want to do. You could play these beats. I also listen to chakra tones to get my chakras aligned. So those are a couple of things that I did. So solfeggio frequencies are pretty much the same thing, except it's a set of certain frequencies. And like I said, each frequency actually does a different thing. So for instance, 963 opens up your consciousness and all of that. 432 may open up your, you know, expand on your heart chakra or invite, you know, relationships and stuff to your life. So it's just stuff that I would say look into it. So solfeggio frequencies and binaural beats, or you can just go ahead and try some out. My favorite one that I listen to is from the YouTuber Meditative Mind. What I will say is do your research before you dabble and you just listen to anybody's binaural beats, solfeggio frequencies, or chakra music, just because the stuff that's what you're listening to, they're tones that trigger stuff. And you don't want to be listening to something that's triggering something malicious in your body and you not be aware of it, you know? Like, it's almost like brainwashing. You just have to be careful because of stuff. But I listen to Meditative Mind. I love her channel. I love that channel. And that's just what I listen to. That's what I would recommend just off rip. There's actually an app called Beatfulness. There's an app called Beatfulness that also does solfeggio music. It's free. It's a free app. You have to pay to listen to all of them. Like, it's really weird how they have it done. You could listen to certain ones at a certain time of day, but like to listen to the whole library whenever you want to, you have to pay for it. But I like Beatfulness. And I put my mom on to Beatfulness, and she actually paid for the whole thing, and she likes Beatfulness. So I would recommend Beatfulness, just to, even if you just wanted to dibble and dabble into it. And of course, chakra tones are tones that you listen to that basically help align and open your chakras or balance it out. And if you don't know about chakras or whatever, if you want, I could do a whole video talking about chakras. I actually plan on doing a video talking about chakras at a later point, you know, once I get some more subscribers. So if you want to see that, go ahead and start subscribing. But if you want me to do it sooner than later, you know, you can drop down in the comments, and if you tell me you want a chakra video, then she shall produce a chakra video. Number 4, things that changed my life is I started developing my spiritual gifts and being able to connect with my spirit guides and angels. Now, I am one of the people, let me not say that, because everybody is born with spiritual gifts. I have been aware of my spiritual gifts since I was younger. However, in the same breath, I was not aware of my spiritual gifts when I was younger. I know that sounds weird, but ride with me. Okay. So, I had been able to see ghosts. and feel ghosts when I was younger, but I really didn't think much of it, one. And then two, it was when I was younger. And even as I grew older, like, it's a long story that I'm just not going to get into this video. I do plan on telling you guys, you know, in a later video. But I had basically willed my gifts away because I had started having dreams, and I thought the dreams were basically warnings that it was going to come true. And so I just willed all my gifts away because I was like, if something I don't want to know. And so I didn't realize the full extent of the spiritual gifts that I have. But what changed my life is not necessarily my spiritual gifts, although, you know, it is my spiritual gifts, because obviously I'm here doing this, which I wouldn't have done had I not been prompted to by my spirit guides. But more so than anything, what I will say is my spiritual gifts led me to being more aware of my spirit guides and my angels. And that is what changed. It's okay. And that is what changed my life. Okay. At my lowest times, my spirit guides and my angels, they were very protective over me. They're reaching out to me. They're constantly showing themselves to me. Even as I'm filming this video, I've seen sparkles, I've seen movement in the air. Like, I know they're here cheering me on and leading me, or they're sending me, you know, I'm very needy when it comes to my spirit team. I need all the confirmations. Like, so they send me all the confirmations. Like, I want to see all the numbers. I want to see 111, 222, 333. I want to look at the clock. It's 444 with the angel numbers. And they send me birds and ladybugs, and, you know, and even more so than that, they actually appear to me. Like, I see sparkles. I see, you know, them in my mind's eye. I see they touch me. You know, when I'm really feeling bad, they make their presence known to me. And that was just so powerful, because I didn't feel alone, because, you know, I'm really close with my mom, you know, my dad. I'm really close with them, but there were certain things that I felt like I had to protect them from, as it relates to the state of my mind. And so at the time, it was very comforting, my angels stepping up, and we see you and we hear you. So that was something that changed my life. I'm forever grateful to my spirit team, my angels, my spirit guides, my animal guides, because I sure you got animal guides. Like, my spirit team is gang. They on deck, and I love them. I appreciate them, even when they're getting on my nerves. And so that is one of the things that changed my life. And the last thing that changed my life is learning myself completely. Now, I already know. Y'all were like, so you ain't know yourself? No, I knew myself. You know, I've been with myself for 25 years. I knew myself. There were certain things that I didn't know about myself, but more so than that, there were certain things that I knew about myself, but I didn't know why myself was like that. You know, like, I didn't know why I was the way I was. I didn't know, you know, what all my triggers were. Like, I just didn't know. So one thing that I really did that really helped me out was basically every test that I could take about myself, I took it about myself. I took personality tests. And then I did all this research about ENFP, because that's what my personality was, an ENFP. So I took personality tests. I took the Enneagram. Okay. I took the E test. I took that test and found out, you know, I'm type 3 and 7, and I think 2. I don't know. I took that and found out, you know, everything about my personality. Every test that I could take. I even took the little stupid BuzzFeed test that was like, what does your favorite color say about you? Like, I did everything. I did so much research into finding out why I was the way I was, what my triggers were, why I react a certain way. I even got into, that's even how I actually got into astrology. I've always been a fan of horoscopes, and I knew it was something serious, but I never knew how complex and how deeply layered astrology really was. And that's what actually got me into it. I learned, oh, my Saturn is here and in this planet and in this house. And that's why, I struggle with this, like I went deep in. I'm not saying that you have to go deep in as to look up your astrology. I of course do astrology readings, or not readings. I do astrology, like I basically read your chart for you and explain certain things to you as to why you are the way you are. I also do numerology, which is another thing that I looked into heavy because I found out that like basically your birthday and all of that stuff, there's so many things the world tells you about yourself that you may not know. As it relates to numerology, your birthday and even your name and all of that can define your destiny, your personality, it does all of that. And so I looked into numerology and I learned about, oh my God, what is the heart's desire and your expression number? Well, heart's desire is your expression number, but your life path, and oh my goodness. So like everything that was telling me about my personality, about my triggers, I learned about it, and I learned myself. I learned my shadow and what my triggers were and why I thought the way I thought. And it's the most empowering thing that I could have done, because how can you change what needs to be changed about yourself if you are not aware of what needs to be changed about yourself? So yeah, I did everything. I will link some things that I'll link some tests that you could take. I was a big fan of looking at LornaWolf.com. He has a whole thing talking about tests. That is a spiritual website, but I mean, this is a spiritual channel, so I'm gonna assume you're spiritual. But yeah, but other than that, you could look at personality tests. You could look at, your chart. Once again, I offer a service reading charts, but you have to pay for that. But you can also look up, there are different, you could look up your chart, your natal charts for free. So you can look up that type of thing. You can look up your numerology stuff and figure out how to code that out. I also offer that service, but you have to pay for it. But yeah, so there's so many ways you can get to know yourself, and I did everything. That's all. I did everything. I do the most. I'm a Leo. So yeah, pretty much that was the last and final thing. I had a 16 that I think I wanted to say, but I don't remember at this time, and I did not write it down. So that is all that I have for you for now. I might do another video, but before you click off this video, I have entertained / educated you guys for I don't know how many minutes. I think I deserve a like, so run me my like. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.